Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearl, was Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh my god, you actually did something! Yay!
Oh, that's obvious.
Good.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister.
And she was a bitch.
About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? Morgan Fay!
Oh my goodness, you're getting 2 in a row? I'm surprised.
Oh, shut up. Pearls! I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? Badoom, badoom. What is that, comedy?
I don't know.
But you fall down to the letter, regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why.
How did you?
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay! Alright, Pearls. It's time you start telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me! I still have 1 walk! This is the last walk! Anyways, don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Huh?
Well, she was the one that gives us a mega time, and I don't underestimate you in the first place. If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I did like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She said something rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it!
However, I do know that whoever did, it was a child.
Huh? How did you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. The scroll!
Exactly.
We got there as...
As gravy, and as it
and
said,
the letter is
gravy
gravely, so she must do gravy for gravely.
Gravy for
See,
gravely.
she pretty much in spelling and stuff.
Actually, do you think they did a good job actually adapting that, using a metaphor? Because in the Japanese version,
the Japanese version has to be a little different because it's kanji.
It's not kanji. It's something else.
Characters.
Yeah, it's those characters.
Kanji characters.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's not kanji characters. There's more characters than just kanji. Anyways.
Okay, it was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Dukestone the night of the murder?
Yeah, that's kind of a hint for this.
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not sure very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. There's the hint.
Hint?
Anyways, sure, Miss Dixon taught you how to read gravely and roast, but what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think was the food. I'm
And
hungry.
that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. Yes, I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I didn't even manage to burn the letter properly, and my mother had asked of me. Just a simple thing, I couldn't even do it right.
Oh well, you tried.
And now we unlock the final lock.
Thank you, and good night. The night of the crime.
Let's talk about everything. Everything! After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. With the pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
Jesus Christ. I saw a picture on a hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master Colonel, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple and got the temple gas area.
The gas area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and he couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Burls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes, well, I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but the Skibber's wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator. Then I heated the leftovers gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried?
delicious.
Delicious gravy scroll.
Yes.
It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her spirit slamming.
Yeah.
Lost powers again.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said as soon as you hear the lights off bell, you must channel our spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No, I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I have never failed channeling someone. This is the first time it happened. I've tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could have happened if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's interesting, huh? I'm a failure. But if Pearls couldn't summon her spirit, that only means that Dahlia's is still in the spirit persons.
Anyway.
Taking over a person, yes. I couldn't even grant my mother final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes. Gratefully roast. Okay, this is my last wish. She said, so make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This ladder. I definitely need to find out more about it. Morgan's ladder. Jeez, how many stuff do we have to talk about?
Well, this is the last thing, actually.
Yeah, thank heavens. Thank heavens.
My mother has gone to the place called
Penitentiary.
Penitentiary.
Oh, I get it! Penitentiary is kind of like jail. Only difference is for mind people? It's like an asylum.
I think she's saying that wrong. Anyways.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
Visitor every month. And last month she told me...
Oh, I gotta do it in the line now, do I?
Oh, you have actually voices! Yeah.
The time we've been waiting for has come.
So you're gonna be the extra voices, Morgan. You don't get fucking credits.
There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before
you don't get much screen time.
I want you to read it and do exactly what it says.
What?
It's for the good of the Fae Clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. Mother. It's mothering!
Okay. She did say she was gonna take her revenge, and this is what she's talking about. It only took one other game! My mother's always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for the kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya part of Fae Clans, so you have to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her letter too.
A picture?
It's of the Miss Dahlia Outward. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. The douchebag.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal, it was broken as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already? Huh, now it's updated. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. It only took 5 cyclops. Anyways, it was the final cyclops actually. My money is watching over us. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh, yeah, Finally figured out, have you, Tried? You finally realize how terrible of crime being painfully obvious is. Oh god.
Kodo!
Oh god, I didn't know what painfully obvious was. How do you feel being painfully obvious as? The entrance of the secret cavern looks like his freaking puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about the iris and the lock breaking effort.
But if it's all wasted of time,
why do you say that? Exactly.
Wait. Because my Fae isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect me, Fae. It wasn't in my contract! Shut up! Goldo. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their side. You were the only one who could have saved them.
Oh, new song. I actually like this song.
It's a reminiscence.
Yeah, reminiscence song. I think it's called The Bitter Taste of Defeat.
I think it's the... No, wait, that's a letter, actually. You were the only one who could have saved them.
But I didn't know anything about what was going on.
Huh. What did I just say, right? Being obviously...
Oblivious.
Oblivious is an innocent crime itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court. Tomorrow. Once and for all.
As long as I don't get a game over. You know?
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
We'll see what I'll see. Yeah, that's right. I know. I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
I still think it's called Bitter Taste of Defeat. Because I saw the name before.
I think you
It is. My dear Pearl. Hang on, I'm gonna do a different voice this time. My dear Pearl.
Oh god, Jesus.
You've done so well, my child.
Oh god,
my Pearl. This is better, actually.
Oh, I'm fully covered now.
It's better that you don't know.
That I'm fully covered now.
They will come for you. The blood of the main family's no more. Now you are to take the place at the head of the Fae Clan. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Hey, stop it! God damn it, are you possessed or something? Jesus Christ.
Anyways, we're done here. So next time with a trial. Problem, it's gonna take a long time.
Like 3 weeks or so.
Yes, because it's a long trial. It's pretty much the longest trial ever.
Well, it is the final take for the original trilogy, so yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
So anyways, this is all for this set. So we'll see you in the next one, where we probably will start the trial and not end it, because fuck, it's so long in this case.
Yes.
So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.